those who are joining today. Welcome to our yoga practice day. It's Tuesday, hosted by Hoboken Public Library. I'm just going to wait for some time, 1 more minute to go live. I hope you can hear me. Those who are going to practice today with us, if you can just let me know if you can hear my voice clearly by a thumbs up, and we should be good to start. I know the weather is a little unpredictable today. We have been having heavy rain since morning, and I have been experiencing a couple of times power outages. So if for some reason if the video gets discontinued, it's because of the storm here. So, and it's 5:01. I'm going to begin our practice today. So for today's flow, I decided to go a little gentle, practicing all the sitting asanas and for all the levels. I'll give you modifications throughout the practice, and you can practice whatever you are comfortable at, the level that you are practicing. With that said, let's get a blanket under our hips today, and let's have a block handy too. Sit halfway through the blanket, allowing your knees to gently relax on the mat. Pushing your pelvis forward, rooting your hips into the blanket. Sitting up nice and tall. Lifting your spine up. As you push your hips into the blanket, carry that energy all the way up through your spine, to the back of your neck, the back of your skull, and send it out through the crown of your head. Slowly drawing yourself inward, focusing your attention on your breath. You can have your right hand onto your heart and take the left palm onto your belly. Slowly begin to deepen your breath, and if you would like to close your eyes, you may do so. Taking a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Feeling the rising and falling sensation in your chest, in your belly, and allowing your mind to fall deeper and deeper within your body with each inhale and with each exhale. Take a couple of long deep breaths at your own pace. And then gently bring your palms back onto your thighs, and you may open your eyes at your convenience. So today, since it's a gentle flow, we are going to practice a few neck rotations here. Take a deep inhale in, and as you exhale, allow your chin to gently go towards your chest. Inhale, lift your head up, and as you exhale, slowly take it back, taking your gaze up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Inhale, slowly bring it back towards the center. Exhale, chin towards the chest. Inhale, lift your head up and slowly begin to take it towards the back side. Inhale and lift, and as you exhale this time, slowly begin to take your right ear towards the right shoulder. Without lifting your right shoulder up, just notice the stretch which you get here in the sternocleidomastoid muscle, the muscle that connects our back of the skull towards the shoulders, towards the collarbone. Inhale, bring it back towards the center, and as you exhale, let's take it over to the left. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, take it towards the right one last time. Inhale, bring it towards the center. Exhale, towards the left. Beautiful. Inhale and slowly bring it back towards the center. Let's reach our arms out in front at shoulder height. Spread your fingers nice and wide and then close your fists. Spread them out and close. Spread, close. 2 more times. 1 last time. Beautiful. Close your fist. Allow the thumbs to go inside. 4 fingers wrapping over your thumbs. We'll take a couple of wrist rotations here. People who are sitting at the desk all day long can practice this small exercises anytime during the day to take a break from their work. Let's take it in reverse direction, turning our wrist outwards. Beautiful. And then slowly get your fingers onto your shoulders. Open your elbows out towards the opposite side. And let's take a couple of shoulder rotations here, allowing your 2 elbows to come together in the center and then making big rounds with your elbows. Externally rotating those shoulders, allowing the shoulder blades to come together behind your back as you open them up. Beautiful. Let's take it reverse. So from outside, bring them towards the center. Shoulder blades going apart this time as you bring your elbows towards the front. Beautiful. 1 last time. Beautiful. Slowly bring in your hands down onto the mat. Get your right fingers by the right hip. Inhale, lift your right arm up, and let's take a side bend here. Your biceps framing your ears. You can keep your gaze either at eye level, or you can slowly get it towards the ground. Notice how you feel different when you do this small change. You can also take it up over towards the ceiling, pushing your left hip into the mat, drawing energy from that left hip into that left armpit, and from there sending out through those left fingers. Beautiful. With your inhale, slowly bring yourself back to the center. Let's take it over to the left side. Left fingers come by the left hip. Inhale, lift your right arm up. Exhale, slowly begin to go towards the left side. Keep breathing. And you can keep your gaze wherever you feel comfortable. Keep pushing that right knee into the mat as it has a tendency to come up. Inhale and slowly begin to lift yourself up. Extend your legs out in front. Roll your thighs in, out and apart. So we are comfortable sitting on our sitting bones, pushing our quadriceps, hamstrings, calves and heels into the mat. Spread your toes nice and wide and sit up nice and tall. You can get your fingers by your hips. Push your fingers into the mat to lift yourself up a little more, higher. Allow your chest to nicely open up in staff pose or dandasana. Inhale and begin to lift your arms up. Relax your shoulders. Exhale and slowly make your way into our seated forward fold or Paschimottanasana, taking your own time to reach forward. With each inhalation, extend your spine, and with each out breath, go a little deeper in your forward fold. You can even keep your hands at your shin, at your ankles. If you can get to your toes, wherever you are today. Notice your breath. One more deep inhale in through your nose and a long exhale out through your nose. Inhale and slowly begin to lift yourself up. Get your hands back onto your mat. Now take your right sole to your left inner thigh. Sit up nice and tall. Allow your torso to face that extended left leg. Inhale and begin to sweep your arms up. Relax your shoulders. So if your shoulders are here, take them away from your ears. Reach your fingers up towards the sky. Take a big inhale. Make your side body nice and long. And as you exhale, begin to hinge at your hips, folding forward in our head to knee pose or Janu Shirshasana. Keep pushing your heel out and keep those toes pointing towards your shin bones. Going a little deeper with each exhalation. Noticing the stretch in the entire backside of your left leg. Inhale and slowly begin to lift yourself up. Get your hands back onto the mat. Over here we are going to go into an opposite bend. So just turn your torso to face that right knee, and as you exhale, slowly bow forward. Inhale and push yourself up again. Beautiful. Let's take it over to the other side. Extend your right leg out. Take the sole of your left foot onto the right inner thigh. Allow your body to face that right foot. Spread your toes nice and wide. Keep pushing the heel out towards the opposite side. Inhale and begin to lift your arms up. Relax your shoulders, and as you exhale, again bending from your hip and then folding forward, keeping the length in your spine. Notice if this side is different from that one. Notice the stretch. Beautiful. Inhale and slowly begin to lift yourself up. Get your hands back onto the mat. Let's get onto the left side. Inhale, and as you exhale, fold forward onto that left knee. So even if you are here, that's fine. The spine should be nice and straight. Inhale and slowly begin to lift yourself up. Now take a little wider stance in between your feet. Get the right sole again towards that left inner thigh. Make this leg nice and strong. Glue it onto the mat. Inhale, begin to lift your right arm up, and as you exhale, taking that arm closer towards the left toes. Allowing the biceps to frame your right ear. Taking your gaze up towards the ceiling. With each out breath, slowly going deeper in our revolved head to knee pose. Parivritta Janu Shirshasana. Sending energy from the right side of your hip all the way out through those right fingers. Inhale and slowly begin to lift yourself up again. Let's take it over to the right side. Take the left sole onto that right inner thigh. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, lift your left arm up, and as you exhale, slowly begin to reach sideways on towards that right toes. Notice the stretch on this side. See how it is different from the other. Accepting how our body is today. Inhale and slowly begin to lift yourself up. Get your two soles in the middle. Press your soles against each other. Allow your knees to go as wide as you can take. If you find difficulty here, keeping your knees up in the air, you can get the blocks for our supported Supta Baddha Konasana or bound angle pose. Sit up nice and tall. Keep pressing the soles of your feet together. Lift your spine up. And as you exhale, again, begin to extend your spine out in front and then fold forward. Keep pressing your elbows against the inner thighs to go a little deeper in your forward bend. Focus your attention on your breath. Notice the stretch on your inner thighs. Giving just right amount of efforts. Balancing between just enough and ease in each and every pose without doing too much. Beautiful. Inhale and slowly begin to lift yourself up. Get rid of the blocks. Extend your feet out in front again. Going into our half lord of fishes pose or Ardha Matsyendrasana. So keep your left leg extended out in front. Take the sole of your right foot, place it outside of your left thigh. Make sure all four corners of your right foot are firmly planted onto the mat. Get your right fingertips behind your right hip. Push those fingers into the mat. That will help you to gain some length in your spine. Inhale. And as you exhale, begin to twist towards the right side. You can continue hugging that left knee in towards the chest, or you can hook that left elbow against that right knee to help you go a little deeper in your twist here. Keeping your chin parallel to the ground. Going a little deeper with each exhale. Inhale and slowly begin to unwind your twist. Get the right foot back onto the mat and let's take it over to the other side. So the left foot comes outside of your right thigh. Keep hugging that left knee in towards the chest. Make that right foot nice and strong. Spread those right toes. Flex your toes. Get your left fingertips behind the left hip. Push your fingers into the mat as you lift your spine up. Inhale, keeping that length in the side body and in your spine. Begin to take a twist here. Taking your gaze towards the back side. Keep breathing. Keep your face nice and soft. Enjoy the sweet spot this pose has to offer us. Inhale and begin to release the twist. Get your leg back onto the mat. And let's swing both our legs behind, coming into our kneel down position or Vajrasana, thunderbolt pose, where the toes are pointing straight behind and they are not sickled in. Some people find it difficult sitting like this. So the good idea is to again take a blanket here in between our ankles and gently rest our hips onto that blanket. That helps to take away tension from our knees, from the hamstrings too. Take a couple of breaths here. Beautiful. And then slowly begin to come onto your knees. Take the flesh of your calf muscles away. Take your feet at the ankles a little wide apart and sink into that space in between your legs. So both my feet are outside the hips. So if you have difficulty in sitting in Vajrasana, you can take a blanket there. For those who find Vajrasana okay, they can take the blanket off and allow your hips to gently come onto the mat. Make sure that the length in your spine is still there. So push your pelvis forward and lift it up higher. Beautiful. Now get your hands interlaced in front of you, palms facing towards you this time. Inhale and slowly begin to lift your arms up over your head. When you reach here, slowly turn your palms to face the ceiling and notice the stretch. Continue taking long, deep breaths. Beautiful. Again, allow your palms to face your crown of your head and then slowly bring the palms, hands down and then back onto your thighs. Moving on to our asanas, lying on our back. Let's get our feet firmly planted onto the ground. Knees are pointing up. Sit up nice and tall. Roll your shoulders behind your back. Allow your shoulder blades to come together to support your spine here. As we make our way into Navasana or boat pose, get your hands to support under the knees. Inhale and begin to shift your weight onto your sitting bones, lifting your legs up, making them nice and parallel to the ground. Lifting your chest up. Heart is nicely opened up. So beginners, you can keep your hands here under your knees. You can get them out here on either side. One more full breath here. And as you exhale, slowly allow your feet to come back onto the mat. Extend your arms out at shoulder height. Sit up nice and tall. And slowly as you exhale your breath, coming down one vertebrae at a time onto the mat. Get your arms by your side, palms facing down. Plant your feet hip width apart. Knees are pointing up towards the ceiling. Take the right ankle onto that left knee. With your right hand, push that right knee away from your body. Notice the stretch. Flex your right toes. making that right shin bone perpendicular to that right foot. Beautiful. Now slide your right hand in between your legs and grab hold of your hamstring, left hamstring or left shin bone, wherever you are today. The shin bone will be a little more deepening effect on your stretch here. If you feel that's too much, you can get your hands clasped behind your thigh, left thigh. Keep pushing that right knee away from your body. Flex both your feet. This is a modification of our pigeon pose too. A reclining version of the pigeon pose, a little easier version. Gives a nice stretch to the outer hip, inner hip of our right side of the body. Beautiful. Slowly bring that foot back onto the mat. Extend the left leg out. Hug that right knee in towards the chest. Flex both your feet. Firmly plant the left foot, left entire leg onto the ground. And keep drawing that right knee in towards your torso. In Pavan Muktasana or wind relieving pose. Beautiful. Then slowly get your right hand inside of your right knee. Hold the outer edge of your right foot and take it away towards the side, keeping a 90-degree bend in that right knee. The sole of the right foot is parallel to the ceiling. And here use that action of pressing that sole against your fingers and the fingers pushing that sole down. Beautiful. Now slowly, keeping the bend in the right knee, with your left hand, hold the outside of your right knee, open your right arm out in T at shoulder height. Inhale, and as you exhale, slowly draw that right knee towards the left side as you take your gaze on to the right fingers, making sure that the right shoulder blade is still on the ground. It may not go completely down on the mat, your right foot. Keep that left leg nice and strong. Beautiful. Inhale, slowly bring it back towards the center and get it back onto the mat. Let's take it over to the other side. Let's take the left ankle on that right knee. With our left hand, push that left knee away from your body. Flex the left toes. And keep your focus on your breath. Beautiful. And then slide your hands, one in between your legs, one outside of your right thigh. Grab hold of your hamstring or the back of your thigh or the right shin bone, wherever you are today. Flex both your feet. Press that left knee away from your body and notice that deep stretch in the left side, in the left hip girdle. Outer hip, inner hip, glutes, lower back. Beautiful. Slowly bring that right foot down to the mat. Extend your right leg out. Keep hugging that left knee in towards the chest. Keep pressing the top of your right thigh and your right heel into the mat. Toes are spread, feet are flexed. Now take your left arm inside of your left knee, grab hold of the outer edge of your left foot and send it up and towards the side in our half baby pose. Make sure that the right leg is planted onto the mat. Keep pressing the sole against the fingers. Fingers pulling that sole down. One more breath here. And then slowly with your right hand, hold the outside of your left knee. Open your left arm out and deep. Begin to draw your left knee towards the right side as you take your gaze onto the left fingers. Going into a reclining twist. If you want to stay in this pose, you can have a block under your feet, under this ankle, just to give a little extra support and just to enjoy the stretch in your side body. Both the shoulder blades are firmly planted onto the mat. One more breath here. Go a little deeper. Beautiful. Inhale and slowly begin to come back towards the front. Let's hug both our knees in towards the chest. Let's get some circular motions here, clockwise and anti-clockwise, to gently massage our lower back. So this flow is a very good flow to, when you want to practice just enough and just not want to stress out too much. Taking it anti-clockwise. Beautiful. And if you would like, you can go into a complete expression, full expression of the happy baby pose, getting your hands inside of your knees, grabbing hold of the outer corners of your feet, taking your feet up towards the ceiling, like that of a happy baby. And just rocking from side to side here, gently massaging your spine. Enjoy the stretch. Beautiful. Slowly bring the soles of your feet together in the center and gently allow them to relax onto the ground. Allow the knees to be wide apart. A variation in our Baddha Konasana, the reclining bound angle pose, or Supta Baddha Konasana. Gather your shoulder blades to come together behind your back. So that helps to establish the natural lumbar curve. You can have your hands here, either on the thighs, either on your belly, or by your sides, wherever you feel. If this is too much, you can have two blocks to support you under your knees. Beautiful. Slowly bring your knees together. Roll on towards the right side. Push yourself up with your left hand, coming to a comfortable seated position or Sukhasana. Sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes. And just allow your body to completely absorb all the stretching and strengthening, lengthening of our muscles. Notice how your body feels right now. Do you feel anything different from the time you stepped onto the mat today? Take a couple of long, deep breaths. And then slowly bring in your palms together at the heart center. Fan open your fingers. Allow your thumbs to touch the sternum. We'll close our practice with one chant of Om. Take a deep inhale. Om. Gently bow your head to your heart in gratitude for the gift of this day in our lives. Namaste. Thanks for joining today. I hope you liked today's practice. Do try it out whenever you feel like taking a short break from your work schedule, and do let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. Thank you to Hoboken Public Library for hosting this event today, and I'll see you next Tuesday, same time, 5 o'clock here on Hoboken Library's public Facebook page. Thank you.